Boom. Happy Sunday fun day. Tomorrow's Manic Monday. Whew, how is everybody? Are we hot? Are we sticky? Oh, look, look. Honey Buddies came in. Hey, Kate the Great. Kate the Amazing. Thanks for coming in. Lunch Lady, hi. New Year's Day, 1960. Hey, hey. I'll be frank. Hi, baby. Love you. Jane says, Shauna B. Hi, hi. Hey, yeah, this isn't a thing. I'm just trying to be consistent. And hey, Wing Zero, Alexander, Rockabit J. Oh, working on truck. Yeah. Hey, hey, Rune, Ange Carter. Hi. Um, yeah. So nothing special, but I try to go, like 6 o'clock Eastern time on Sundays, just to be consistent. And I had somebody come over and bought a love seat from me, so I had to help them load it into the back of their truck. But it's gone. Hooray. Yay. So 90 degrees for Allie. 90 degrees. It's been like beautiful, like perfect here the last couple days. I mean, it was like, 79, 80, the humidity was low and everything was fabulous. And then today is 92. And then like Wednesday, it's supposed to be 100. It's like, come on, Mother Nature. She's all going through menopause or something. I don't know. I got the link pinned at the top. If anybody wants to jump up and just yak about stuff. Hey, crazy nurse 2.057. T Marie, hi, baby. It's good to see everybody. Yeah, so I put up the bat signal, that little gummy bear on there as a bat signal for just, kicking it and chilling. And so I was thinking because, my whole thing is, the world's all screwed up. And sorry, I'm trying to get rid of the cat. The world is all screwed up and, people are mean. And there's been more shootings this year than there have been days of the year. And it seems like every day we hear something horrible. Hi, Tia. Hi, baby. And, relationships are going, Jane says it's 100 in Texas. Oh, good. It's cooling down then. Yay. Cooling down in Texas. Yeah, it was nice for a week and now it's back to fire. Yeah. God. But anyway, so, people blame seven planets in retrograde and maybe it's the full moon and the solar flares are affecting us. Hey, Okie Crime News with Teresa. How are you, baby? Aw, it's good to see you. Hope I didn't miss anybody. Frank says, I went live. Wireless headphones? No. New laptop? Yes. Hooray. Yeah, I stopped in there for a few minutes, Frank. I didn't say anything because I didn't know if there was something happening in your life because I couldn't hear anything. But anyway, so I just went, Montana Jade. Hi, baby. Someone said, hey, Montana. Yeah, there you are. Hi. Oh, my goodness. So I just wanted to talk about peopling, you know, being around people, relationships. Um, y'all bear with me just a second. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. And I'm muted. I'm just yakking away, da da da. I'm such a firm believer in cosmic energy. This retrograde has people crazy. It's just going to get worse. Hey, Dixie Normus. I love your name. Just popping in for a few to show some support. I hit the like. Yay, catch replay though. Yep, feeling all right today. Oh, thank you, sweetheart, keeping me in your prayers. I appreciate that. Yeah, feeling okay today. Um, the last couple of nights I've been sleeping really good, so that's yay. And I have no idea what I was talking about. Oh, hit the like. Yes. Yes, this is the burrow. This is the burrow, and it's a warm, safe, comfy place for us just to kick back together and talk about some things that are neat, some things that are weird, some things that are maybe a little taboo and controversial. But, if it affects our lives, we're going to talk about it. Yep. Yeah, we are. And I am your borough reporter, Grandma Sherry. So go ahead and hit the like. If subscribe, if you're not subscribed, please. I think I need like 37 more subscribers before I hit 1,000. Woo! Hey, Jenny DeGenie. Jenny DeGenie. And these things move, so I can't get. Hey, how are you? Um, Muffin Mouse. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, hi. How are you? Katie K, hi. Nanya's here? Yes. Hola. ¿Cómo está? Um, oh, Crystal Boone. Hey. Hi. Do you need your watch hours still? If so, I'll set it up on my tablet overnight to play continuously. Yes, I do. I need like 800 more hours, something like that. And then we can monetize. Yeah. Burden, Nunya, Crazy, or somebody. Jump up here and talk at me. I think I pinned the link. Didn't I pin the link? Yes, I did. It's up at the top. Yes, yes. And I was on top messages. Let's go for all messages. Yay. Okay. I was on hurricane duty and I'm still trying to catch up on the insanity while I was gone. Oh, baby, thank you for doing that. I know that times like that are really hard on the medical field and the caregivers and all that stuff. Yes. I could read more bedtime stories. Yes, I could. Hey, Truth Seeker. Hi, baby. How are ya? I'll share this live out on Twitter if you're okay. Yeah. Yeah. Share it. Share it. One moment, please. One moment, please. Hello.
Hello,
What's the password?
I adore you.
Okay, it's close enough. Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I don't want to be peen bombed.
Oh, okay. Good. Good. Yeah. It's always good. Just be safe because they like to find the people that they know that you're really comfortable with and they'll use that account. So it's a smart thing to do.
Exactly. Yeah, spread love. I love that.
How are you
So,
doing this weekend?
I'm doing okay. Doing okay. Yeah, so live chat reminder, y'all, because I was on top chat. Oh, cool. Nanya's going to join us in a bit.
Hey, Nanya, remember the password, okay? Or it's close enough, she said. So it'll get you through.
Yeah, it's called chicken cutlets, Prince
Oh,
Harry.
ugh, I really don't like that chicken cutlet one. That really makes me sick.
Yeah, me too, but Nick likes it, so I love Nick. Hey, Stonefly Blue, hi. How are you? Thanks for coming in, sweetheart. Thanks for coming in. Vic. Vic is here. Oh my God, all my honey bunnies. Hi, Emily B. Hi. Oh, you know what I found today? And I'm just so proud of my techie self.
What'd you find?
Oh, hi, I'm back. Squirrel. Um, the people that donated to my PayPal, thank you. First of all, thank you, thank you, thank you. But I found out that you can actually message them. You can message them back. I didn't know that.
Oh, I love you.
So it's been like, 2 weeks or something, but hey, so if you get a really late message from me, that's why, because I'm just that special. Wishful thinking. Hi baby. How are you? Thanks for coming in. Generally Jenny, not specifically Jenny, generally Jenny. Now I have to explain peen bombing to my hubby.
I had to explain YouTube streets to my boyfriend when I said something. I was being real serious, very to the point. I was like, da da da, and on these YouTube streets, blah blah blah, and he just bust out laughing, and I'm like, "What are you laughing about? I'm really serious." And he's like, "YouTube streets?"
Oh gosh, hang on just a second. They're here to pick up their cord. Just,
Okay.
sing or something, Burton. Read
Oh no, no,
poetry. Okay,
no.
I'll be right back.
Poetry can't be me either because I have trouble pronouncing things apparently. So that's out. That's out the window. But anyway, yeah, he thought it was really funny to that I or anyone else refers to any of YouTube as the YouTube streets. And like, well, it's true. It's a real thing. They never get it. No, they don't, Katie. It's true. Thing to us wing zero. No, no, no. You all, I promise. I'm doing you a favor by not. I promise. You don't want to hear it. Mhm.
I'm
They
back.
don't, Vic. Yeah, they don't understand, Vic.
No, they don't understand. Yeah, that's because it's stupid. And if you try to explain to them and then you're dropping names like, Queen Bee and burden of proof and they're like, who's got the burden of proof?
Yeah, so good. Then you had to explain how she was going to a birthday party last night.
Mm,
I love it.
exactly. But you're in your pajamas. That's okay. I'm going to a birthday party.
Well, I was trying to show my boyfriend some of the birthday party actually, and he could care. I mean, there's no way he could care any less than of anything on YouTube. None of it. He doesn't want to really hear about it. So I try to force it, and I'm like, "Hey, look at this," and he just didn't care at all. No,
No, I think normal people don't.
that's what he thinks too. He's like, "I don't get why do people use YouTube and sit there and what is?" He's like, "I don't get it," and I'm like, "Well, a lot of people do."
Green said, I said, Grandma Sherry's going to give us some food for thought. And he said, Grandma who? Yes.
I didn't know
Yeah.
you had a grandma Sherry. Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. My boyfriend thinks it's all drama and arguing. It is, sort of, kind of. Yeah. There's not a lot of drama and arguing on Burden of Proof's channel.
No.
No, that's
Mis
good.
mispronunciation, but no arguing.
That's okay. Yeah,
Okay.
they look at you like you're a wackadoodle.
Yeah,
Yes,
they do.
wackadoodle. Yes, yes. But yeah, that's oh, Katie, we get each other. That's what matters. Yes. Hey, dear Krabby, my little soft shell crab, how are you?
Vic, yes, that's actually what my boyfriend does. He's playing a video game, and I let him do it, and then all of a sudden he'll start like really hard typing, and I'm like, oh, he's got something to say, folks. He's got something to say, and he is like pounding into the keyboard. I'm like, wow, very important message, and he's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it was. I'm like, okay, I'm sure.
Dude, you were supposed to have my 6 in section 9. Yeah, I love those kind of conversations. Like,
Mm.
motherfucker. I mean, I've expelled 1,200 rounds on this thing and it's supposed to die. You're like, it's stronger now. Oh,
Good on ya. I love that.
we're not all like that. Yeah, you are. My hubby tried to tell me about the Cook's Corner incident last night, and I was like, I watched that nights ago with Burden. Yeah, unfortunately, that's what happens with the true crime stuff because um, I'll text Rick and I'll say, "Hey, there was a big shooting at University of North Carolina or something," and he'll say, "Yeah, I saw it on the news." And then he tries to talk to me about it, and I've been to like 9 channels already, and I've looked it up on TikTok and Reddit and you know X or Twitter, whatever it's called, and and then I stop and I think I sound bad, you know,
What do you
like,
mean?
well, yeah, oh, I've got all these details. Let me fill you in, you know, like, and I just thought about that not too long ago. I know I was telling my sister a different name, and she said, "Burnt toast? What? Blank screen? Yeah, yep, yep, yep. Yeah, they're just weird. Which is why, when BHB filed that lawsuit against Queen Bee, and then when it first happened, we're talking about the poor judge or the clerk or whoever's reading these things calling Dolly Vision, Molly Golightly, Queen Bee. Okay. Uh-huh. And then when they're reading all the details, hi functions. Functions. I saw that somewhere. Functions by Radar. Hi. You have all these detail and people in real life are like, it's weird you know all of that. The whole timeline. You're like, yeah, yeah, whole timeline. I just want to know how are we going to change the way we act. Yeah, it starts with us individually. Yeah. Queen of what? Bees. Queen of bees.
That's
Um,
I just found a channel of a man from Germany that's in Venice, and he has a channel and he records things and puts videos up. And he came out to do a video kind of explaining himself, even though he knows he doesn't need to. But it was that he covered Bob Barker and then said at the end, make sure you get your pets spayed and neutered. But he said, what did he say? Sprayed, get them sprayed and neutered. And I guess people were, like, making fun of him and stuff, so he came out and he's like, "I'm sorry I said sprayed, it's spayed and neutered."
oh,
And I'm like, it's true, he's talking about how, like, mean people get in the comments, and we have all experienced that, but
well, yeah. I mean, everybody mispronounces things.
mhm. I mean, I
Uh,
feel like he has an excuse, actually, with German being his first language, and I think it's just kinda mean to, like, take low blows at people for something like that. I think it's actually really endearing. Like NY, when I talk to him, I love it. Like, he's always apologizing for saying things that he's not sure, and I just think it's adorable because I get it. It makes sense to me why you wouldn't say it
yeah.
I don't expect you to say it correctly, actually, so,
I
yeah.
like um I like when people are like, yeah, they're talking about the thing and they say, how do you say como le echa, oh, the cat, yes. When they do stuff like that, I think that's cool.
Yeah, he gets really close. NY gets very close on words that it's close enough that I'm able to know exactly what he means, and then I say it, and then he'll say it back the way I said it, so he knows to kinda teach himself. But there's a few times, yeah, he'll say, "What is it?" If it's, and then he'll give an object or a thing of what he's referring to, and I'll give him a different word for it. And I've never had a hard time understanding what he's trying to say,
Well,
but
that's
I like
cool.
it.
What really impresses me, hey, Patty. Hi, JP. How are you, sweetheart? What really impresses me is when someone who has English as their second, third, fifth language, whatever, that they use big words, and I'm like, pa, Dolly
That's
Vision,
that's
you
what
know,
I said about NY, though. He's
yeah,
very intelligent. The words I'm like, "You use bigger words, English words than I do. You're a very intelligent individual. You're not
yeah.
giving yourself enough credit."
Hey, what's the password?
I adore you more than anybody else.
Okay, that's good enough. Oh, thank you. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hi, Grandma
Hey,
Sherry.
Nanya.
Hi, Burden.
Hi.
Hey. So we're talking about craziness.
You know, I was It's funny that Burden says that because a lot of people like sometimes I'll be in chats when like something drama ish is going on, right? And
Hmm.
you'll see people in the chat like, I don't understand how you guys take this. This is not real life. Like, why do you take this so seriously, right? And of course, that's just, it's going to rile people up more because odds are what we're talking about at times could potentially lead to harm or to harm somebody. Um, and so I think it's funny. Like at first, I'm like, what? How dare you? And then, like, it kind of makes you check yourself, like, oh, yeah, this is the internet. Like, okay, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. Well, that's the thing. Open paneling? Yes, not open packing. Um,
Oh,
yeah, the thing about internet, YouTube versus real life is is that just razor thin line to where some lunatic, some weirdo is going to cross over into that and affect your real life, you know?
Grandma, are you like I hear people say all the time like I would never put up with this in real life, so I don't do it on the internet. But then I hear other people who will say like this is not how I am in real life. I'm the same kind of person. I'm actually just a little bit more quiet in person. I know it's hard to believe, but I'm actually very quiet in person, but um like are you the same people in real life? Like if we met you, like are you going to be the same kind of
Oh yeah.
personality?
Oh yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
very talkative, uh, which I try to cut out a lot of my own personality because of the cases I'm talking about. So that's a
Okay.
little bit different. And I still have I still care about others and want to put out like the kindness and being sweet to people, just be loving and not hateful.
Yeah.
So not ugly by any means, but you'll see a more feisty side to me if, for example, something's happening and it's or done to me, like upchurch
Yeah.
situation or something, um, where I curse. Okay, I swear, I do, I swear. So that's different. So,
So
like
maybe
Nicole,
because of on your page, the type of content that you are putting out requires a different level of like kind of like professionalism and
yeah,
empathy
yeah,
Yeah, and respect, yeah.
and
yes.
yeah, and respect. Okay,
So
yeah,
I,
that
Yeah,
makes
yep.
sense.
So
cuz
that's the only thing that's different.
I've
Sorry, go
talked
ahead.
to I've talked to Bop and she can get spicy. Spicy and fiery. I'm like, "Yeah, girl. Get it."
Yeah. Well,
Hey
Nicole
Annabelle.
kinda laughs too, cause she's like, "It's so funny when Burden gets all, like, riled up and angry, like, oh, we're so," and because I got this little tiny mouse voice, and I'm, like, talking like I'm so upset. I'm like, "They better not do that," and she's like, "Oh, or what?" But she doesn't say it to me, she just thinks it. But her, her daughter could actually hear based off how I'm talking through her device, she could determine whether it's just Nicole and I talking or if it's me actually up doing one of my streams. Probably based off whether I'm swearing or not, I
Oh,
would assume. I don't know, I don't
yes.
know.
Well, I've heard you on other people's panels where you've gotten passionate with it and you can tell in your voice, that you're just that's it, guys. Stop this shit. And I'm like, yes, I love that.
Probably on Deets that day that I was running my own stream, but I realized that there was a situation going on about you and the, um, pay cash
Yeah.
apps, and yeah, that one, like, I didn't even know I knew Deets had gone on, but I didn't know what about. When I realized what it was, I was like, "No, no, 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 no." Like, I'm even the reason it's on YouTube. I don't know what's happening over there, but I do need to make sure it's clear that please, like, direct it at me, and so I muted myself on my stream and went over, and yeah, that one I probably sounded a little serious. I was pretty serious.
You were simulcasting.
I was making sure
Yes.
I muted each device and turned down the volume on the cell phone before I turned on myself on mine,
Yes.
but it
Yeah.
worked.
Thank you. Yeah, that was funny. Good thing it was a shootout. So there was a lot of I mean,
Yeah, it was
which
a
you
standoff,
Well,
yeah, it
yeah, that
was.
standoff.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was the one in the parking lot. Crystal Boone, who did she say that about? I'm curious.
You can't have her. She was my friend first. Yeah, it's like Summer Wells. She's my missing kid first.
Yeah, Vic
But I'm
said she's quieter in real life too. That's me.
you
I'm quiet,
guys.
but I'm the same person. I come from gaming and know it can be utterly exhausting. Even telling a small untruth, it's all real life. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Katie Joy, is that her name from Without a Crystal Ball?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I know the name. I know of her for sure. But I was curious who she was talking, like who she was saying that about, just because I'm nosy. That's all.
No, no, totally understand. Yeah, because it took me forever to get some of the lingo down, like the caters.
Yeah. Oh
I'm
God,
like,
please
I'm like, wait,
don't mention their name too many times.
you didn't. No, I won't. Yeah, what you see is what you get, is what you get.
You know, that's originally the reason why I started my page on the whiteboards. I actually started them before. Well, uni always did whiteboards, but that wasn't the purpose for my whiteboards at the time. It just became funnier after the fact. But I originally started it because we would hear so many terms, so many names, and people were like, "Wait, you just said 17 names in that live stream. None, you can you just break it down for me? Because I don't even understand. Like almost like the one you guys were talking about today on Queen's stream, and people in the chat are like, okay, I'm confused. There's like six names thrown out there, and like a lot of people they don't go to a bunch of different places, and so it's harder to like keep up with what they want to be able to interact, but they want to also keep up with like what you're talking about.
Exactly. And then oh, hey TT, the good Tiffany. How are you, baby? Thanks for coming in. Um yeah, but okay, so like when um oh, I'll give an example today. On Queen Beast, right? B Tim hopped up and there he wasn't hopped up, he hopped up on panel. Just wanted to clarify. Um
I knew what you meant.
yeah, I just, you got to be very specific. But he hopped up on panel and then started talking about this guy, and he was, copyright strikes, and
Yeah.
they're going in the thing and whatnot. And then because that's some of the feedback that I gave B Tim is that, if you're going to talk about something, can you fill some of the rest of us in? Like what you're talking about, what's the foundation of it, that sort of thing. And
Yeah,
so
like I loved when he said he like went over like how many subs the person has and kind of like gave the backstory.
yeah,
But
Yeah.
like sometimes even the backstory goes so fast, so that's why like for me I'd be like, hold on, I got questions. Like just slow
right.
down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like
Just
starting a true crime story, with and they found her body by the blah, and the suspect is at large, and and then you're like, wait, what, where's this
Yeah, the other
happening?
day, Burden was, she was doing, and I don't want to quote you wrong, Burden. So I'm sorry if I do, but she was talking about like it was like they were talking about these monsoons in Nevada, this 12-year-old that was found, and then a baby that was found, and then like this case over here, and I was like, oh, this is going too fast for me. I'm gonna just stay and listen. That's all I'm gonna do.
Yeah, well, when chat is talking about one thing,
Yes, that's
you
what was
know
happening.
and then the
The
creator of the panel's talking about something.
and the other thing is my ADHD that I can be talking on mine, and as soon as I see something like they said, "Did you hear about the 12-year-old found in a dumpster?" That was in chat, and I'm like, "No, I hadn't." And then boom, I got it sent to me, and then I'm like, "Oh, I see about the 12-year-old in the dumpster." And then
Yeah.
I was on my way to take you guys about the fire in Texas,
Yes, yes, and
but
the fires in Texas was the other part.
yeah,
Yes.
and then I ran into the as I was trying to get you guys to that video, then I found a flooding problem in Las Vegas, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Whoa," but with ADHD, I am easily to I think I just might have went silent, I don't know, but I can jump from thing to thing really quickly and follow it, and if other people are talking and they're jumping topics, I could stay with them, but I've recognized being on YouTube that there's a lot of people that can't. It just is too fast and too much all at the same time.
Yeah, but
I
then like then you focused on the fires, and I was like, okay. For me, like when that happens, like I just will stay and listen, and I'll be
Mhm.
like, okay, like I'll just listen until like I can catch up, and then I'll be like, okay, now I get it. Now I get it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I actually kind of like that because I can usually follow those, you know, except when there's like nothing but women or nothing but men, and the people are saying, "Yeah, and then he ran out of the store and, hopped in a car and he did this and he did that." And I'm like, "Who's
Who
he?
is
Which
he?
which one?"
Which he are we talking about? Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. So, um
I
I know.
do like though, like even today, there was somebody in the chat who was like very caught up on the story. So like even though like my questions weren't being read or answered, well, some of them were, but not all of them. My other questions that weren't getting answered, like somebody in the chat knew all about the story, so they started. So like I really do try and watch chat too, because people will have some of the answers as well,
I
and
try to do that. Yeah.
then I'll get like to a point where I'm like, okay, now I'm completely caught up. I can't take when the yelling starts. That's the only thing. Okay. Somebody said wishful thinking said earlier, it's like I will turn the stream off if they are disrespectful to the family or the victim. Like somebody. Okay. Okay. I get that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
won't I won't stay if it becomes like a bashing session of family members, or or talking about like what the victim did in their lives before this stuff happened. I feel like it just takes away. Maybe it doesn't, but for me, it feels like you're taking away from, I don't know, like sometimes it feels like saying those things, like I know that it's important, but I think I struggle with like, is it more important than the fact like this person's life was taken?
Right.
Like, isn't it just, it's just wrong, So,
Yeah, when the victims get lost in their story
yeah.
because there's so much stuff around them, and rather than concentrating on what actually happened and, the family community response, what's happening with suspects and details like that, when we run off down these trails and start accusing people. And the bad thing is that sometimes you're right. What is it saying that broken clock is right
Right,
twice?
twice a day.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And so yeah, you're going to be right if you just, point at everybody. You're going to be right every once in a while, but I
Yeah.
don't like that. That's why I love burden of proof. I love deeds. I like Queen
I
because
added to her ADHD the other day because I was like, hey, did we ever hear anything? Like, I was in there the night that the Cook's Corner thing had happened. And
mhm.
then here she is talking about, like, I think she was talking about the floods at that time. And I was like, or maybe the fires. I don't know which one. And I'm like, hey, here, let me add another one in here. And then, but I mean, so it's like like I guess a curse and a blessing, because here I am. But then she went through, like, I didn't know that he had traveled from, like, I didn't go, like, I don't tend to go and like search for like updates. I just wait until somebody like talks about an update and I'll watch that video.
Right,
But she like
yeah.
went all into it, and I was like, oh my god, he did that? What? Oh my gosh. Like, and I totally didn't know that he had traveled from Ohio to go to California to find the wife, and there was a history of domestic violence. Like, there was so many different details that I just had no clue about, and she was reading them off, and I was just sitting there like, oh my gosh, but
Yeah,
I do like the updates.
there's a lot of things, especially when you're watching it live,
Mhm.
that it's happening, it's now casting,
Mm-hmm.
that is it going to answer you? Hey, just Samantha. Hi, baby.
Hi, just Samantha. Just Samantha, is the laundry done?
Is the laundry
She
Well,
told
that's
us
something
yesterday. She told us yesterday she had started it.
done? Started it. Uh,
that's something too that, people need to also keep in mind, and and kind of give, I don't know if grace is the right word, but just kind of have an understanding that when I cover breaking news, nothing is concrete unless it's come from police, and even that may not be, because the police will come back out and do a press conference and say, "It actually wasn't what we said earlier. We've, through further investigation, learned that it was this or that," and they'll
Yeah.
they'll change, adjust, and correct. And so even that sometimes isn't set in stone, but it's a very fluid situation during breaking news. And so I
Hmm.
provide what is available. I try to keep everyone like reminded we don't know yet. This is developing as we go. And
I
so
like
it
that.
does tend to change over time. And I know like uh one of the many shootings that just happened last week, they were saying that the person had been caught. That was the early report. But because it wasn't coming through on any of the places I had, whether it be the university or the police, I wasn't getting a firm confirmation. And so I wasn't willing to put it out there that he was definitely caught. But there were a
Mhm.
lot of people trying to force it on me and be like, it said, look over on this, look at that. It said it on Twitter, it said it here, it said it there. And I'm like, I understand that. So I put it out. It's believed that possibly he has been captured, but until we have positive confirmation. And so I do kind of notice that pushing where people want to be the first to get it out.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you as soon as I see it, but I'm also not going to say that it's a fact until it comes from somebody that's credible source that is there and has the ability to speak on that. So,
Yeah, Revival said, "Hi, Revival. Unfortunately,
Hey,
there aren't a lot
Revival.
of YouTube channels that can be trusted to have facts correct. Burden does not. Many do. Oh, Burden does, but many don't." Shauna B says, "Unless she's modding, she only speaks to people she knows are chill from other chats." That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because some people will see you in another chat, and then they're like, when you're in somebody else.
which is so
What's
strange.
MSM?
That's kind of strange too that people like get up.
Mainstream media.
Oh,
Mainstream media.
oh, okay, that makes more sense now.
Yeah.
Sorry, Burden. Sorry.
No, it's
Sorry.
okay.
Sorry.
No, it's good. It's just kind of strange too when people get like, for example, if people only judged me for the certain creators that I go to, and that's something that Tracy Ann had warned me about and was like, "Be careful, you are the real true crime. You aren't karma, but telling you, if you hang out with them, you're going to get associated. And people will say you are them, that same thing." And I hope that, and I get that's how it kind of the mindset for many, I wouldn't say all, do kind of see it that way, but in reality, that just isn't always the case. So,
See, and for me, I think it's more, what do you do on your page? Because
mhm,
in order for you to, like, in order, in my mind, in order for you to associate with the person, like, it's not just what you do on their page, it's what you do on your page. And so when I see what you do on your page with your voice, like, because that's your, truly that's your platform, that's what that's what I base it off of at times. Just Samantha, good job. I did see your response. Go to get the foundation of a case. Yeah.
yeah, and
Hang
that's
on
You're
it's
just a second.
that is interesting that yeah, the foundation, because I won't continue. I'm not going to dig into people's lives, and I mean, I may hear about it, but if it's not something that I think that the whole public needs to know about, maybe I don't go digging deeper into stuff. I get what is important to maybe help find the person, or I will talk on the case if it's someone that's had their life taken, uh, so that we're all on the same page. But I don't go further because that's where you start to run into speculation of things and trying to piece together. And I know I'm not an investigator. That's not me. I
You're
know,
not.
so I don't try to play that or pretend to be a detective or any of that. I just am, I provide what is known, and then from there, it's up to law enforcement or other YouTube channels to go further with it. But I just don't.
I like the fact that you don't stay on like one thing for too long, because I feel like it gives you such a variety. Like, that's one of the things I do like about watching your streams, is I know that, like, I'm going to get a variety of different things. Or like, if you are talking about one specific case in that stream, like, you're going to go start to finish and like break it all down. And then the next stream, I know we probably won't be hearing about that same thing typically. Like, I do like that part of your streams for sure, because there's just like we were talking about, like, there could be five different things, like, that I have no clue about.
Mhm,
It almost feels like your page is almost like a news channel, but a
mhm,
reliable news channel,
yeah.
because there's so many different things that you cover. And I like that.
Thank you. I remember at one point feeling like unsure with myself. I'm like, am I? Because I couldn't put myself in. I'm not just like awareness slash advocacy for missing, and I'm
Hmm.
not just true crime because I do breaking news stories and then I do police chase, and I'm like, am I? I thought something was wrong with me because a lot of channels are just kind of one thing. And so I was starting to feel bad. I'm like, should I be picking one lane and stick to it? And I tried to pull myself back on stuff. And I don't know, for me, and I feel like these things are important to be covered at the time. And that's why I do it. So, uh, and then the police chase
Yeah.
is just a little more like relaxed, a little more, as long as there isn't somebody that's shot or an accident, which thankfully I haven't covered any of them on mine yet. So that's good. It's a little more relaxed atmosphere than my typical stream of, trying to make sure that I'm being respectful and show
You
respect
know,
to the victims.
the one thing that like kind of like worried me was when we were watching the standoff in the Hobby Lobby parking lot.
Oh, yes.
I had asked in the chat like what happens if that person like I have never like really watched that kind of stuff, but I also like I don't watch any like violence, like no fighting videos, nothing like that. Like I just leave them for other people to watch kind of a thing.
Mhm.
So I had asked like what happens if he like decides like okay, that's it, I'm ending it all right here and there. Like will the news feed cut? Like do they cut in time?
They don't I don't know what their delay reaction time is on
Hmm.
theirs from when it goes live, but I do know that they at least give a warning that I heard at least once that they said, "Keep in mind this is live and fluid, and we do not know what will happen." And that's the same with my stance because are you kidding? Never would I ever show if I knew in time that, say, somebody in a parking lot
Right.
takes their life, I would never ever choose to show that on my stream. But because I'm covering it live, if it happened, I would want to try to throw up an overlay, but I don't know the reaction of the police.
Hmm.
The media that's covering it with the live stream. I really don't know. And so there's always got to be that warning that something could develop here you might not want to see. And so there's got to be that warning for people to be aware that in a moment's time something fatal could occur.
I
Uh,
think Nicole or Shauna, one of the two, had answered me and said, "Yeah, they will cut it, but you may see it." And I was like, "Okay, good.
right.
I just need to know." So I minimized you on the phone so that if I need to hit the X fast enough, then I could, like for my own, just for my own well being. But they were like, "Yes, that can happen." And I was like, "Okay, good. Thank you for letting me know so that I can, be prepared for myself."
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm
usually
sorry.
mainstream media has a delay, a
Hmm.
studio delay between what's happening live on scene and what we're actually seeing as a viewer.
Hmm.
So anybody in the studio can, black it out or cover it up or
Or cut
catch a
it. Yep.
commercial. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hang on just a second. Hi. There's a bunch of people came in. Hi, Patrice. Patrice. Just Samantha. Zen1111. Hi, baby. Thanks for coming in. I'm trying to fix the magic 8 ball. I don't know what's going on. I'm disappointed.
I know. I was curious about me being a detective. I was
Hey,
like, oh,
Sharon. Yeah. What is it going to say? Burden? What is it going to say? Hmm.
well, I'm not.
Uh, oh, okay. And hey, Revival. I'm sorry. I know Nunya said hi, but I appreciate you guys coming in. And Moinson, Moinson Neidopen. I know you're out there, baby.
Is
Squirrel.
he's always out. He's always supporting in the background, secret. And at the end, you'll get a little like cat in a box or something.
Yes, the cat in the box.
It's really cute because he liked that cat in the box since I've known him and are coming around in the channel. And then one day he was out for a night walk, and there was a white kitty that was on the street following him home.
Aw.
And yeah, and so he didn't know really what to do, but he brought it in, and if it at any point wanted to leave and was scared, he would have allowed. And he waited and looked. It went in. It was comfortable. He checked to see if there were flyers anywhere in the area of a missing kitty. and there wasn't, and so now he has his very own little white kitty.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love NY. I thought that would be a really cool T-shirt for Ninth Open. You know, I
Yeah.
love NY.
Oh, yeah.
Evidently, it's taken. You know,
Mhm.
it's a whole city thing. Hey, small wildflowers. I'm hanging out on the bushes today. I'm trying to get yard work done before it rains. Oh, yeah, that's the bad thing about summertime, right? Is that everything's all growing and it's beautiful and everything, but then you got to do something with it. Otherwise, you look like Vietnam in the backyard. Bueller, Bueller.
I hear you.
Hi.
Oh,
I
I'm tired.
know. Yes.
I'm gonna take a nap today. That's what I feel like.
I took a nappy nap earlier.
Did you? I've been
I,
working throughout the
I,
day, doing my meal prepping for the week, so
you know,
I'm ready.
that's really amazing that you do that. I mean,
Every
I'm
Sunday.
I'm kind of like, can I put it in the microwave and eat it over the kitchen sink? Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I have an old school kind of husband, kind of like Grandpa Jerry, and he uh, he apparently likes home cooked meals. So,
That's nice, though. That's nice. Do you have to wear pearls and high heels while you vacuum?
no,
But
the hell no, we're not that. He's not that old school.
okay, all
He'd
right.
have to find a new wife.
I'm just checking. Just
Yeah,
checking.
no, no, no.
No kink shaming. No kink shaming. As
It finally rained here, so I've been
oh
sitting
my,
outside enjoying it along with the cooler weather. Yeah, it's been a lot cooler here too.
the nights are getting cooler, and I like that. You know,
I
um,
love the fall. Like love, love, love. I love everything about the fall.
Me too. I didn't used to though. I used to be a summer girl, and then I don't know, one year it just changed, and I was all about fall and cozy and the leaves,
Mm-hmm.
like the crispy air and the smell, and
Mm-hmm.
Halloween, Halloween. Okay.
mm.
Whew. Okay, I got it out. Okay, I'm good.
No
Yes.
children are being neglected, right, Samantha? Exactly. I could take a nap because no children are here and being neglected.
Yeah. You know what?
Fall is the best.
Yeah. As long as there's a nice lock on the door, I used to take naps with my kids. Oh, yeah, fall is my favorite too.
I also don't like the heat, so summer can absolutely go away.
I really
But
don't like winter though, even though I have more months of it than not here in New York State, but I'm not a fan. A lot of people here like snowmobiling or snowboarding or what, and I'm like, no, because it's the cold physically hurts my body. It like
Mm-hmm.
goes right to my bones, and I'm not
mm,
having fun anymore. When I'm cold, nothing is fun. So I'm not a fan of it. Plus, the roads are crap.
terrible.
Yeah.
But
Crazy.
your
Hey,
accent, and I'm not trying to dox you or anything like that. Your accent is not from New York, though.
No, I'm the New York State. So the city has the strong accents, and then the state doesn't have. We have, I don't know what it even is, northeastern
More
accent,
of a
kind of.
northeastern. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, I'm so jealous. Functions by Radar said I will be doing my fall porch once get back from my trip. No kids, but I still love doing it. I wish somebody was saying that they put up all of their decorations for fall or autumn or something like that the other day.
yeah, fur
And
baby.
like yes, and I do not like I have no decorative skills. Like that is not a gift that God gave me. And I wish, like, I love the cute little wreaths that people make and the little signs that go out and the pumpkins and the all that kind of stuff. but I just have no skills at it. I wish that I could because it's so cute. Hi, that girl.
Hey, that girl. Hi. When I move in with my son, we can eat together. Yes, yes. I hope their smoke detector works because that's how I time the meals cooking.
Oh my god. How's your
Yeah.
packing going? I seen somebody ask earlier about it, but
It's going really good. Um. Hang on just a second. Let me. You probably can't see it very well because it's dark. But let me see. Oh, okay. Nope, you can't. All right. There's see all the messy stuff, and it
can
froze.
you make you big? I don't know if you want to zoom in on it or not, but
No.
maybe I can make you big from here. Hold on. Let me.
Here we see what's going on. What's going on? It's like
Oh, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. All the stuff in the little corner over there by the door.
yeah. What? It's not changing. I'm moving it, but it's not changing. It's frozen.
Okay.
Yay! Thank you, Mercury in retrograde.
I passed the freezing on to you.
Thanks.
Right.
Yeah. No, but anyway, I was trying to show you that I have to make this absolute horrendous mess. I have to pull everything out so I can see it, you know, and then I have to organize it. And then that's when I pack it in a box and I put in my silly little notebook what's actually in the box. And then I number the box and I label it what room it goes in. Sorry. Yeah.
That's actually pretty organized.
Well, I kind of learned the hard way when I moved from Alaska back to California. That was a nightmare because, when you have something packed and you're like, oh my God, I need a stapler. Where is it? And you don't have anything. So then when I moved from California to Virginia, I decided I was just going totally OCD level one. And that's when I started writing everything down in the box because I knew that because it took us about a week to get to Virginia from California. Number one, because we had four kids, and number two, because the air conditioning went out in my car in Arizona. So that was in the shop for the day. And then somewhere in Memphis, we ended up having to get a tire for one of the trailers. And oh, it was hilarious. But anyway, all that time, I was not going to have any idea what was where. So it was great. It was great because, the girl crying, I can't find my hair clippy, the pink one. S Hey, I got a list. Know exactly where the hair clippy is. That girl, you're cutting fabric.
Can I say something
Yay.
kind of off topic?
Sure.
I like to observe people, right? Like I'm an observer, and I just wanted to point out Zen 1111 Tarot. Everywhere I see her, there she could be in a stream that's in the middle of a fight, and like she still is oozing positivity.
Yes.
Like she's always so positive. I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's my
Go ahead.
touchstone for sure. I'm sorry, Burden. Go ahead.
No, 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 you were good. I was just gonna say I was gonna write back to her because she said upstate New York, but I didn't want to dox. So I was trying to find a way to have a conversation with her about New York State without doxing either of us. So yeah,
I think it's funny that you call it New York State. Like
that's
isn't
to,
like
it's
isn't
only it's the best way we can clarify so that people don't because when you say I'm from New York, automatic everyone assumes that means New York City.
The
oh
city,
right.
yeah.
And even you just were like wondering about the accent. That's
Mm-hmm.
there's much different living even of city versus the state. The state, we are pretty more rural. Like I've got a ton of country land, ton. It's a lot
Mm.
more farming, and I'm not saying all of it is that way. I mean, there's still, but there's just a big difference in the way of even living. When I lived in Arizona, I went to a doctor and the receptionist said, "Oh, you're from New York. Make sure you tell the doctor he's from New York too." Okay, she told me to. So when I saw the doctor, I said, "Hey, apparently we're both from New York." And he said, "Where are you from?" And I said, New York State, you know. And he was so mean. Apparently he's from the city. And he told me I don't even have a right to say that I'm from New York because I'm not from a city. And I was like, "What?" He was so, I couldn't believe how mean he was about it. I'm
You're
like,
not from one
"Oh."
of the boroughs, yeah.
Yeah, I
Wow.
was like,
That's
"Whoa."
funny. Oh.
But, so I stopped saying that to people that are from the, because it's really 2 different, it is very different living in, for
I
sure.
didn't
Oh,
know that.
yeah.
So the best way to
Interesting.
clarify, my mom taught when I was really young, she always said, "You're from New York State." And I'm like, "Okay, what? Okay." And she's like, "Well, it just helps people from the jump to maybe recognize you're from the state upper, central or upper part as opposed to being down in the city." I said, "Okay."
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Yeah, because we're all just ignorant
Well,
hoda.
I guess it's like when people say they're from California, people automatically assume Los Angeles.
Right.
Right. Yeah, and
So
they
I guess
they could
that's
be they could be, from Angels
northern,
Camp.
central, southern. Yeah, like,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
Yeah.
typically say exactly where, but because it's YouTube
Yeah.
and I don't, but I don't on here, but typically I don't even just say New York State. I say the exact part of the state. And then, but yeah, just Samantha, yes, I'm not Buffalo, but a lot of snow, a lot of lake effect. It's, yeah,
A lot of
Yeah.
what?
Lake
lake
effect
effect snow.
snow.
What is that?
It's the type of storms that we get that comes from the lake. So because of the temperature, I'm not a meteorologist, that's my ex-husband, we'd have to ask him all the details, but, because of the being near a lake, the type of weather that will interact with it, you get crazy amount of additional snow, and it's drift, like the wind, you will have drifting of huge snowbanks that go across your road, and your vision, your sight is gone. It's just complete whiteouts, and you can't see where you are, so you may not even be on the road anymore. You may run into another
What
vehicle.
in the world?
Like,
Why does
it's,
anybody want to live there?
I didn't my whole life, actually, and I got away. I was so happy I went to Arizona, I loved it, and, I cried when I left Arizona to come back to New York because my
Oh,
ex-husband
that
got
had to
married.
be a big change.
Yeah,
Huge change.
I
Yeah.
loved
I mean,
it.
kind of like Alaska to California.
Mhm.
Yeah. Functions by Radar said just Hub lived in Galena, Alaska for a year. He loved it. Yeah. I wouldn't go that far inland though. To be honest with you. Excuse me. I lived in the Southeast Passage, which if you look at a map of Alaska, it kind of looks like a leg that's resting next to Canada, but there's a bunch of islands down there. It starts at what's it start at? Ketchikan, and then there's like Sitka and Wrangell and Mitkoff and different islands that go up there. And that's where most of the Alaska cruises go first, is they go through that Southeast Passage. And so that has milder weather than somewhere like Galena up by Fairbanks or Anchorage, that sort of thing. Yeah.
I know, just Samantha, Erie, Pennsylvania, I know a lot of people from there now, and I know that they get hit with some wild lake effect as well. Actually, speaking of accents, there is different accent in Erie, PA versus other parts of Pennsylvania as
Really?
well. Yeah, yeah. When I heard it, I was like, "Oh, that's interesting." I liked it. It was really unique, different, similar, but not. It was definitely different to mine, and because I don't really think I have an accent until when I lived in Mississippi, they were, like, making fun of me, and they're like, "Man, you sound so far, it sounds like you're Canadian." And I'm like, "Whoa, not that far north." I mean, yes, I'm north, but not that far. But,
Canadian, eh?
yeah, that's what they were wondering.
Yeah.
And
You ever
Mississippi too. Yeah, people, so, like, down in Biloxi, um, Gulfport area, have a Southern accent, but it's different than if you go to Mid or Upper Mississippi. They have a much thicker draw. They draw really heavy on their words. So they said that they can always tell what part they're each from when they talk to people.
Yeah. Thanks for coming in, Zen. Have a good night, sweetheart.
Good night, Zen.
Yes, yes. And truth seeker, I think we all are, and yes, I am too. That's why I put up the that's why I put up the bat signal. Just, come chill, come talk. It just yeah. Oh, I should read my bedtime story. Should I do that?
Absolutely. I don't think everybody has heard it. Bernie, did you hear the bedtime story?
I loved it. I loved it.
Oh, okay. Now, if you've heard it before, Grandma loves to read. So, um, give me a second. I got to get some light. Oh, that's a bad light. Uh, okay. So this is called "Go the Fuck to Sleep" by Adam Munsbach. The cats nestle close to their kittens. The lambs have lain down with the sheep. You're cozy and warm in your bed, my dear. Please go the fuck to sleep. The windows are dark in the town, child. The whales huddle down in the deep. I'll read you one very last book if you swear you'll go the fuck to sleep. The eagles who soar through the sky are at rest, and the creatures who crawl, run, and creep. I know you're not thirsty. That's bullshit. Stop lying. Lie the fuck down, my darling, and sleep. The wind whispers soft through the grass, hun. The field mice, they make not a peep. It's been 38 minutes already. Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Go to sleep. All the kids from daycare are in dreamland. The froggy has made his last leap. Hell no, you can't go to the bathroom. You know where you can go? The fuck to sleep. The owls fly forth from the treetops. Through the air they soar and they sweep. A hot crimson rage fills my heart, love. For real, shut the fuck up and sleep. The cubs and lions are snoring, wrapped in a big, snuggly heap. How come you can do all this other great shit, but you can't lie the fuck down and sleep? The seeds slumber beneath the earth now, and the crops that the farmers will reap. No more questions. The interview's over. I got 2 words for you, kid. Fucking sleep. The tiger reclines in the simmering jungle. The sparrow has silenced her cheep. Fuck your stuffed bear. I'm not getting you shit. Close your eyes. Cut the crap. Sleep. The flowers doze low in the meadows and high on the mountains so steep. My life is a failure. I'm a shitty ass parent. Stop fucking with me, please, and sleep. The giant pangolins of Madagascar are snoozing as I lie here and openly weep. Sure, fine, whatever. I'll bring you some milk. Who the fuck cares? You're not gonna sleep. This room is all I can remember. The furniture, crappy and cheap. You win. You escape. You run down the hall as I nod the fuck off in sleep. Bleary and dazed, I awaken to find your eyes shut, so I keep my fingers crossed tight as I tiptoe away and pray that you're fucking asleep. We're finally watching our movie. Popcorn's in the microwave. Beep. Oh shit. God damn it. You've got to be kidding. Come on. Go the fuck back to sleep. The end. Hey, Steffi.
I love it.
Sixpence Amelia. Kia ora. I haven't seen you in a while, baby. Hey, Kerm de Frog. Kerm de Frog.
Do a good job with that story.
I
Thank
told her
you.
she needs to read those kind of stories on her page and do like shorts of them.
Hmm.
She get hella views.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't like this my microphone headset set up. I don't like the way it sounds. I was reading some of those Grimm fairy tales like I did the
Mm-hmm.
other day. I don't like the way it sounds, and I'm like super, super picky. Hey, nonsense. Hi. Hi. I want to know, did you take a black light out in the backyard to see if you can see scorpions glow?
Oh my god. Oh god. If she has scorpions in her backyard, I'm never going to her house. Did she say she has scorpions at her house?
No, but they were talking about that when she was showing us the pool and stuff, when the vacuum wasn't
Mm-hmm.
working the other day.
Yeah.
And someone was saying, "Oh yeah, we got scorpions out there." And then somebody said, "Take a black light out, because scorpions glow under black light." And I'm like,
What?
"What?" Yeah, so Nonsense said she was going to take a black light out back and see. I want to know, because we have scorpions in
I
Texas.
would almost say she hasn't done it yet, but
Nope, not yet.
the neighbor is
Uh,
a nice guy, so I think we are good. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, because don't be having my bestie hanging out in the backyard with scorpions in a pool.
oh, what? When I lived in Arizona, we found a scorpion in our hamper.
I hope you burn the house down and moved immediately, Alexander.
Seems reasonable, Nanya. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when you're in Arizona, you're taught that before you put your shoes on, before you slip your feet in, you're supposed to pick up your shoe and give it a tap tap because they might have scorpions inside your shoe. I didn't really listen to that. It's okay. I was fine. I was
Well,
fine. I almost stepped
Oh.
on a tarantula one time walking, just doo-doo-doo, and my next step would have been right on a tarantula. It's my first time seeing one. Scared me. Of course, I ran and got my other people Northeast military friends, and I was like, "There's a tarantula!" And we all ran out to see it, and then it was missing. Well, my friend's husband lost it. I'm like, "How do you lose it? What do you mean you lost it?" Well, then he
yeah.
jumped about 20 feet in the air because it ran and crawled right up over the top of his flip flop, his sandal. He found it. He found it again. So
Absolutely not.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, that's the North American huge fucking nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, nope. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Yeah, if I gotta take that, but the good thing is I wear a lot of flip flops and slides,
Mm-hmm.
That
so
was
I'd
me.
be okay. I'd be
Yeah.
okay with the scorpions because I could see them before I slid my feet into them. So I'd be okay with that. Note to self: if I ever go to Nonsense's house, make sure I bring slides.
Yes. Yes.
Thank- Thanks, Nonsense. I appreciate that.
I'll check before you step foot. Okay. Oh. Oh God. Oh God. When I worked, what are wishful thinking?
Wishful
This is
thinking.
funny. My goddaughter heard you and grabbed her bear. Oh my God. I'm so sorry.
And laid down
And
because
then,
that's how
cause
she knows it's bedtime. Oh, I'm dead.
oh, oh, how funny. Yeah. So wishful thinking tells her goddaughter, go the fuck to sleep.
I think she was talking about the reading of the story.
Oh, oh,
Oh, that's so cute.
I thought she heard the story and she knew it was time to go to bed because that's what she's used to hearing.
The little
Oh,
tiny clear ones, or I didn't even know there were clear ones. That's how. I'm so city driven. Like I couldn't even imagine living out like how Grain has to call when she goes outside at dark time because something may get her. Like no, mm-mm.
When I
Ye-
lived in Arizona, no matter what was happening, anything could be happening. I mean, you could have, if back then was this YouTube wildness, anything could be happening. But all you do is look outside and it's pretty guaranteed that sun is going to be shining. And at that point, you know everything is okay. And when even the monsoon season, it's a 15 minutes. Your son in the pool, living, getting a tan. Monsoon comes whoom, over the top. You go inside, 15, it's done. It's done. That's it. It's over. And so I loved it. It was just such a positive for me. It was because of New York and the gloominess and everything. For many, many more months out of the year than not.
oh
I
my
loved it.
God. Oh my God.
Grandma Sugar, there's people that would take their black light and go out into the desert and look for them because they glow in the black light.
What is wrong with people? Who hurt them? Wishful thinking said you were right, Grandma Sherry. No, her mom tells her that story at bedtime.
Oh, how funny. Oh my God, I love it. Okay, so
That
my
is
son
funny.
was stung by one of these. Can you see the
Wait, let me
white?
see. Hold on.
The
Yeah.
clear white guy.
Oh my
Looking.
God.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
He
Mm-mm.
does plumbing for pools and spas and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And you know how they have those like inside a pool, there's like an intake for the filters and all that stuff. You know, it's just kind of
Mhm.
like a little
Yeah.
cave. Well, he reached in there and this little
Reaching.
guy stung him.
Uh-uh. Mm-mm.
And so basically, they took the little guy to the ER with them.
What?
Yeah, the more
So I
poisonous,
would.
the tinier they are, it's said that they are more poisonous than the larger ones.
Yes. Oh, look, Gina
Oh
Diamond's
my.
here.
Hi, Gina.
Hi. Yeah,
Oh
those
my
are.
God. I just,
Oh, no,
I,
no, no,
mm-mm.
no.
Do you
Mm-mm.
guys know what a javelina is?
It sounds
No.
like a hot pepper.
Ugh. Well, I didn't know what they were. No, no.
No.
Um, well, I was warned of them in Arizona, and I'm like, I don't know what that is. I don't know what you're talking about. They're like, trust me, you'll smell them before they get to you. And I'm like, what?
What?
Oh, like a
Yes.
pepper.
How do you spell that? Javelina. Have
Oh,
Oh, I
oh
thought she
come
said Hevelina.
Javel.
Javelina?
Yep.
Spell
It's
it.
an animal. I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head. Hold on. I'll look real quick. Hold on, because I'm forgetting. Javelina.
Oh, it's spelled
Uh,
with a J.
thanks, whoever said that.
Oh, like pigs, right? Is
Yep.
that what we're
Yes.
Yay. Okay, I found one.
Okay, so
They said you will smell them before.
you see them, and to be careful because they can be dangerous. And I'm like, what? And so, um, yeah, I went to get out of my vehicle. We pulled in to the complex, and all of a sudden there was a parade of them and their babies just going right on down the sidewalk. I was like, what? And I went to open the door, and my ex was like, shut the door. Don't get out. Don't get out. I'm like, okay. So we stayed clear of them. But there were like incidents of javelinas attacking a woman walking with her dog.
Is that like a warthog?
Something, right? I don't know. It's like a I don't know,
Look,
kind of like a
look,
piggy type thing, but with the like husk. I don't know if that's the proper word either, but
tusks, yeah.
tusk maybe.
Oh, hang
Husk,
on.
tusk.
Got a cat. Hang on. Got a cat. Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
kind of like like a wild. Yes, just Samantha. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Look, the baby are mean. They must come out just mean. Look, he looks vicious. Can you see the baby?
And these were just walking out by your house?
Yes, they walk through, yeah, Arizona. They just take a hike, all of them at night. They were just a whole parade of them, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh." And then probably a month later, I was sitting outside on my patio. Thank goodness it's like closed off, but I heard noise and was like, "What the heck is that?" Scared the life out of me when I turned around, and it was a whole 'nother family of them just prancing down my sidewalk. But they said don't ever stay clear of them, don't go near them, that they can attack, especially if they've got their babies, that they get very defensive.
Duh.
I'd never heard of them before though, prior to this. I'm like,
Oh
mm.
my God.
I'm
No,
glad you
no.
said that. I'm gonna have to look that up because
I
I
wonder
don't
where all they're located, if there's any other state that has them.
I'm gonna hop down,
javelinas.
Grandma Sherry, so I can go eat dinner early. So I'll
Okay.
be in the chat.
Thank you for
En
joining, sweetheart.
You're welcome.
enjoy your dinner.
Yes, yes. Javelinas in Texas. Where do javelinas live? They are commonly found in dense thickets of prickly pear, chaparral, scrub oak, or guajillo in the brush country south of San Antonio and over wide areas of the Eastern Plateau and the Trans-Pecos.
They're considered a medium-sized pig-like hoofed mammal of the family, and I'm not gonna say that word because I don't know it, but it's means New World pigs.
New World pigs.
Yep.
New World pigs. Hang on just a second. Um,
So by rubbing the tusks together, they can make a chattering noise that warns potential predators to stay away.
the Texas A&M Kingsville is the only university in the United States with a javelina for its mascot. Ha-ve-li-na. And in South Texan, pronounced javelina. Okay. I'm working on it. My Rosetta Stone is going well. No, but ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, hey, 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 hey. Hello,
Hello? Are you talking to
JP?
someone else?
Yeah, JP. Hello. Okay, maybe not. I'm sorry. Yeah. I don't know what's going on. Yes, I kill and skin those in RDO. The pigs? Stick to your old worm. Yeah. Oh, Jonas is live at 8? Oh, cool. She hasn't been live in forever. Yeah. Okay. Oh, TJ. Hi, sweetheart. No. Big. No, because you're in New Zealand. Spider stakes where you. Yeah. No, those are all in Australia, right, babe? Hey, decisively indecisive. I'm not sure if I like the name or not. Haha. But see what I did there? Yes, please hit the like. Please hit the like.
So wildlife officers killed 7 javelinas following Tucson attack 9 years ago. So I just remember that, yeah, I was warned of them, and then there started becoming more reports about them attacking people and animals and
It's because the end of the world. It's the end of the world. I'm telling you. Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. Hang on. Hello?
Hello?
There you are. What's the
How come
password?
I can't see you guys? What's the password? There's a
JP.
password, huh?
Yeah.
Yes. Can you
Hey,
hear
there
me?
you are. Yeah.
I don't know the
J-
password, to be honest. I'm kind of
Can,
dumb today.
can you see us now?
Yeah, I was like tripping. I was like, what am I looking at? I was like wondering.
That
It's like
was
that.
my that's my overlay so you don't peen bomb me.
Oh,
Peen bomb prevention squad.
what does that mean? I don't know
When
what that
someone
means.
when someone comes up on a stream with the avatar like you are,
Uh-huh.
and then
Oh,
they drop
you
it
want to
and
see me? You want to see me?
no,
It's fine. I don't care. I show my
no.
face. There you go.
Okay. Yeah.
Feel
Okay.
better?
Yeah. Yeah. It was just
Okay.
no. What some people show their junk. You know,
Oh.
it's a
Oh, I see.
peen
No,
bomb.
you know what? I wanted to come in here and say hi to both of you because I haven't seen either one of you in a long time.
I know it's been a
So,
while.
and like you guys were bringing up a really interesting topic earlier. And I don't want to start the topic over if you're done with it or anything. So,
What
but I did
topic?
want to come say hi.
Hi.
I don't know specifically what you were talking about, but I was kind of thinking about I think it sounded like somebody was having a hard time like on YouTube is what it sounded like was along the lines of that. Like maybe, I don't know, trolls. Was that the topic? I don't know.
Not really. Hey, True Texan. Hi.
No,
This is
not
JP
really.
Hansen.
Oh, well then I don't want to bring it up.
Yeah. This is JP
I'm not going to
Hansen.
bring it up.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
All
what
right.
do you mean? Were you gonna say, like, is there a troll issue that you've been having?
No, not personally. I'm not even going to
Oh,
dig into my own troll personally issues like that because Um, I'm not going to broadcast it because I'm not going to make my troll famous. But
Right.
um, so I mean, I thought it was an interesting topic because, like, I just heard a phrase earlier that one of you had mentioned something about gosh, what was it? I just lost it. My brain is farting. Um, what was it? Somewhere along the lines of, jeez, it starts with you. You know that
Kindness.
phrase? Yeah,
Something about kindness
yeah,
and
exactly. So
it
that was
starts
the
with us.
topic then.
Yeah.
That was the topic then. So I'm trying to strike where the topic was,
The
right?
topic was, I
So,
think, more about people being nasty, rude, hateful in their
well,
comments
yeah,
to
yeah,
creators. Instead, I mean, I prefer to just be kind or loving, sweet, gentle with people. Just give grace
yes.
and not be so angry and hateful at other people.
Well, it takes a lot more strength to be gracious than to be angry.
Yeah, it
I
does.
can tell you that. So, you just get angry. It's just too easy to give into something like that, especially with YouTube life. Because I think the thing is like my wife is really, like you were mentioning earlier with your husband, or your boyfriend, sorry, he uh, doesn't really connect his home life with what you do on YouTube per se,
Right.
like that. So it's the same thing with my spouse. Is that I could bring up an issue and it would have to do with, like, I don't know, maybe um, YouTube. She's kind of not there with it, and that's okay. You know what I mean? And so I think it's kind of on me to separate the difference and not try to drag her as a spouse into it. And I think that's part of it, especially on my end, because I I hear from a lot of people throughout the day. So now I do. I mean, more than ever. But I kind of have to learn to separate that from her, because I think it can tend to be torturous to the spouse. I don't know how to really say it, but I don't want to
Yeah.
make it seem like a bad thing when it isn't. It's not some horrible thing, you know. But I just thought, yeah, it kind of starts with us. We have to decide to make drastic changes in our lives for things to happen. Um, and if you don't, you're just kind of on a treadmill, until you start, I would say, change the narrative. It's up to you to change the narrative, not up to anybody else. It's up to you as an individual. And as soon
Well,
as you change that narrative, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead, Grandma. Sure, I don't mean to steal your show.
oh no, that's okay. No, no, no. That I say that all the time. Is that, when I leave, let's try being a better human. Let's be kinder. But it has to start with us, because we are literally the only thing we have any control over at all. At all.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And so,
Absolutely.
until we get to a place where we're comfortable inside of ourselves, in our head, in our emotions, in our body, and all of that, then we can't be at peace with the world around us. So, I say that all the time. Silly.
What's your
Yeah.
take on that, Burden? I'm sorry. I'm a gentleman. I'll wait for ladies.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I muted you because it sounded like there was some
Oh
sort of
no, that's fine.
rough wrestling or something.
I agree. I think it definitely starts with each individual person, but and I agree and also say that the only thing that we do have control over is ourselves. And so
Hmm.
even when somebody is hateful and ugly and nasty, we still have a decision ourselves. Can we give grace if it was something that was an accident and they didn't mean to hurt our feelings and, be a bigger person and move forward? Or is that a line for us that we have to stand strong on? And for us, we're unable to continue a relationship, so we respectfully go separate ways.
Part
Or
ways, yeah.
is it somebody being really hateful, just ugly? And so do you just kind of stay clear of them? Just kind of you stay in your lane and they stay in theirs, and it's someone that you've never had an actual relationship with, and you just kind of see the ugly. But all of us have the decision and how we respond to people, and can we could be ugly right back, and it could turn into, like the two wrongs, or you can just say, I'm sorry that you feel that way, and you continue to be kind, put out love and respect towards people. So I don't know. I personally like to stay kind, and even if initially maybe something does affect me and it did actually hurt me or offend me, I try to take a second to not have that quick reaction because I have before, and I was, like, regretful of it, I felt really just kind of embarrassed that I had a reaction rather than a response, and so, I'm more careful about that now, but, yeah, when it comes to bringing it to my boyfriend, some stuff is just silly, right? So, like, the birthday party over at Queen Bee's, it's silly. So if my boyfriend doesn't care about it, okay, no big deal, don't care. All the it doesn't really matter. But if it's something that involves me personally and moving forward with my channel, those are the type of things I would like him to actually listen and engage and then give his input. That's the only thing that I actually would like. Because to me, just for me though, I listen to him when he gets home from work. If he's had a rough day, I listen to his rough day. And actually, he works where I used to. So I do know all, other than new people, I know the people that he's talking about. So I like to give him that outlet to vent. And then I help with advice of how he could better handle maybe the situation. It's so kind of, even though I'm not getting paid and this isn't technically a job, this is where I spend my time. It's so I I give him that outlet and I help him with his navigating through work. So, at times I would like him to listen if it involves um, something that I'm taking it personal and having a hard time with because of YouTube, or if it's about the channel. But that's about it. The rest of the stuff, I just laugh when he ignores me showing him whatever it is, and I think it's funny, and he doesn't. I just walk away and laugh. It doesn't bother me. So, but I do agree, you're
Yeah.
right that it is healthy for us to keep our loved ones a bit distant from the stuff that we sometimes ourselves get sucked into and maybe take it more serious than if we take a step back and realize that we need to put that separation there. So, I don't know. I don't know if any of that made sense, but
It did.
It made absolute sense.
okay.
Absolutely.
Yes, it did. Yeah. I love Nebulous. Um, I'm not sure if you're a male or female Nebulous, but I'm just going to use a general pronoun. They um, always have something positive and very a different perspective. I see Nebulous in Rabbit's chat quite a bit of Fluffle. Says we are all someone's daughter or someone's son, and everyone is someone. And that's why somebody should help everybody. Stay wonderful. And I know when I first met Nebulous, I was like, huh? But then I got to the point where I really started reading what all that meant. And, it just kind of boils down into the do unto others as you would have them do unto you. You know what I mean?
Well, that's why when I was younger, I didn't even know and I know people claiming to be empaths is on high it's on high lately, I guess. But
Mm-hmm.
when I was younger, there was a tsunami that hit, I don't remember where, but it killed hundreds, maybe thousands of people.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched it on the TV. I remember standing in the middle of the living room, and I mean the news just hit me, and I just started sobbing. And my family was like, "What is the matter with you?" And I turned around, and that hits home what Nebula just said. And I said, I don't know that person, but that's somebody's mother or daughter or cousin or uncle and I just like went through and realized like, oh my gosh, like I don't know them, but that every one of those individuals is someone to someone and they just lost them and it really hurt me. And I that was the start of me realizing that I take on other people's things even though I didn't experience it. I can put myself in the position of those that could be affected by it, and that is, I guess, why I kinda cover cases the way that I do. It's a little bit different, I think, than maybe some others because, I don't know, I just kind of view stuff from other people's and that's kind of why I can sit in the gray area a lot
Mm-hmm.
and view both sides and try to understand why people think differently than the other side because I don't really think people are wrong for their opinions, even if it's a different opinion than
Yeah,
mine,
and
but
and I can understand all that. Truth seeker, yeah. I know what you mean. That is empathy. That's what that means. Sympathy means similar. You've gone through the same thing, you know what they're happening. Empathy is what the feelings and the emotions that you have that you can extend to the other person as though they were your own. That's the do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Yeah, oh, was okay. Thank you, Ellie. I wasn't sure what fuck talent meant, but yeah, okay. That makes sense. Yes, you look fuck it, Thailand. Yeah. Okay. Oh my
Not sure.
god.
Mm.
I don't know.
Grandma Sherry, that just brings this thought is that it's like this. If you could really understand from a psychological viewpoint, I took a little bit of psychology. I didn't finish the course or anything because I kind of lost interest. Look where I am now, I guess. Um, so, but the way they had explained it is the easiest way to remember sympathy and empathy is that psychological, or sy, similar, like you said, sy,
Mhm.
and em would be the emotional,
Mhm.
or empathy.
Yep.
So it's the first two letters of each that really can help you remember that is are those just that short little section. And that brings to mind what he told me is that people that have had traumatic experiences in their lifetime usually have a harder time healing only because they prevent that healing with their focus and where their focus is at, most of the time. So they kind of have a harder time healing only because they're distracted by the problem and not the solution. So usually what they're trying to do is make the solution worse than the problem, and then they find themselves in a hole. And that's usually how it works when you're like socially disconnected or something like that. That's usually where it starts, is being socially disconnected. And maybe it's because they just don't know how to interact with normal society. And I think that's where it really starts. I just wanted to throw that out there.
Thank you. Hey, Tracy Smith. Yeah. I find it hard to communicate. I try to join in and take part. I'm disabled and have lost me. Um, Sweetheart, and when you were talking there, JP, that that makes me think because being autistic and I'm naturally introverted. I mean, I don't seem like that here, because you guys are my burrow buddies, you're my honey bunnies, and so places that I've been around for a couple of years, I let my personality come out and I don't mask anymore. I don't try to fit in and be I'm just me, okay? I'm just me. And so but when you're like that, when you're going through depression or a mental illness or confusion or that sort of thing, it's kind of a natural tendency to want to withdraw and not socialize, because it's kind of like when animals get hurt, they find a safe place and they hunker down, and that's how we are as humans. And if you find that yourself, you're sleeping more, you're turning down invites or you're rescheduling appointments or you don't even want to go out the door to, go get your cigarettes or whatever, you know, when you catch yourself doing that and you really don't have a good reason for it, like, sometimes I don't have much energy. My strength is gone and I call out for help, can you do this for me?
I'll help
Um,
you.
oh, thank you. Oh, Shauna's homebound. Yeah, yeah. Oops.
Shauna's sweet. Shauna's very helpful. Very, very,
She,
very helpful.
she's a sweetheart.
I can't, since the day I asked
I
her
just
to.
before
uh,
I before I leave, I want to give both you props. Really, actually, Grandma Cherry, for you keep this going. I remember when you wouldn't do it, and now you're doing it. So
Proud of
just keep
her. I'm
going with
so
it.
proud. Yes.
Don't stop. I don't care who come over here and harass you. Tell them stop, and you just ignore
Yeah.
their little BS. And Burden, keep going, man. You do a lot for kids. I think that, and
I
and the
appreciate.
families they appreciate that so much because they know somebody cares. I'm sure they hear about it and they know somebody. Somebody actually gives a crap, because for a lot of those families, to them it feels like nobody cares because they can't find them. Especially
Right.
you can't even fathom that. It's just not even a thought.
The
It's just be out of
It's the word.
bounds. Anyways, a
Right.
huge shout out to both of you. Just keep going
mm-hmm.
and just keep going.
Love you,
You
JP.
too.
All right, have a
You.
good day, guys.
Oh,
You as
hey.
well.
By the way,
Love you guys.
hang on,
Thank you.
JP. Hang on, hang on,
Yeah.
hang on. JP, don't go.
Huh?
Don't
What I
go.
do?
Okay. Yeah. Oh, whew, whew. I
Okay.
felt like I'm chasing you
All
down the
right.
driveway
I
there.
was about
Yeah.
to bounce, bro.
JP,
Bro, I was
wait.
about to bounce,
I
man.
know. Bruh. Like, totally. Give me a
Bruh,
second.
really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a
Like,
break
for
here.
sure.
Can't keep up.
Okay. I wanted
What's
I
up?
wanted to let everybody know because I don't see you very often. But the closing in my outro video, the music on that is called Beautiful Things, and JP gave that to me. This JP
Who?
right here on the screen.
Who the hell is that?
Oh, stop. Yeah. Yeah, that's but I wanted to let you guys know, and, I would drop your channel link, but I don't know what it is anymore because you
You
change it
know
every
what? I
5
just
years.
became an OAC. You know what that is?
In awe.
OAC, I guess. Sounds
Okay.
funny, I guess.
Awe.
No, it
Okay.
actually stands for Official Artist Channel. So I just became an official artist channel. I am
Well,
no longer, I don't have a split channel anymore. Everything lands in one place now.
oh,
So it's really
sweet.
good.
Oh, Tracy, soft, gentle grandma hugs, sweetheart.
So
Oh,
pretty much I'm monetized through YouTube without being monetized through YouTube. So
cool. Hey, Spudler. Yeah, pop in, say hi. Okay, look, y'all. Joneson is going to go live here
so
in
that
just a
just
little bit.
happened.
Congratulations. Yeah, so if
I
you
can drop that link for you some other time though.
You
yeah,
can put it
can
if you just put it in the back of our back chat here. I'll drop it right now. If you would like me, and that's okay with you, I'll do that right now.
yeah.
I hope my phone will let me. I just don't want to lose you guys. So give me a minute. Let me see if I can make that work.
Okay.
Yeah. So that tsunami though, yeah. Like 225,000 people died. Like it was really bad. I don't know. I know it just hit me so hard, and the number was astronomical. And oh my gosh.
Hi,
Uh,
Evie.
and at that
Sorry.
point, I would have been, yeah, I might have been 16 or 17 at that time. And
Mm,
then
devastating.
that was the first time
So just drop it in
I
this
The
right
private
here.
chat on the right there.
yeah, that's the first time I realized that like I
Okay, I
was
think it
affected
worked.
by other people.
Hopefully it'll work.
Yeah, it did. I did. I got
Okay,
it.
it's
Thank
there.
you.
So I'm gonna bounce. You guys have a good night,
Thanks
everybody.
for your kind
Oh,
words.
yes. Thanks for
Anyway,
coming in,
just
JP.
just
It's good to see
I
you.
I'm sick of seeing people get attacked. I really am. I just it breaks my heart. Even if you do get attacked with whatever you're trying to do.
Just keep swimming. Just
At
keep
all.
swimming.
If that's what's going on.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, just
Okay.
keep going. Ignore it. Okay, guys.
Just
Good night.
uh, I'm
Have a
gonna
great
drop
evening.
I'm gonna drop Jones's link so we can go over there and watch her because I am so excited to see her live again. She hurt her foot. She twisted her ankle really bad. So let's go over there. Maybe we get to see some chickens. I love you all. Thank you so much for coming. And please remember to like, share. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And if you like my closing music, please go over and subscribe to John Paul Hansen. That's JP Hansen. Um, thank you, Burden. I love
Thanks.
you.
I love you too. I'll see you over at Joneson's.
Okay, everybody woosah. Grandma loves you.
Good night, everyone.
Okay, now go the fuck to sleep.